Okie dokies. Let me put something out there. Let me get a song going. Okay. Let's see. How do I quest log, show to players? There we go. So you guys see the quest log, right?
Yes. 0 out of
Yep.
0.
So click on Unravel the Scarlet Triad. So the first question is the Scarlet Triad really a mercantile consortium?
Yes, they trade slaves.
Okay.
I guess. Well, we'll just knock that one off.
They're certainly recognized as such in the current authority.
Okay. Who is this Knoll leader Laslan of the Scarlet Triad?
It's the Knoll leader of the Scarlet Triad, apparently.
Yeah, well, you guys haven't ed up with him or found too much information on him yet. What is the
Don't care
significant?
about his backstory. We're just gonna kill the fucker.
What is the significance of the shipping company, the Sunset Imports in Kintargo?
It was being used by the Scarlet Triad to traffic slaves.
Yep. Okay. And is slave trade rooted in the Scarlet Triad?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
We don't know what they're using, what they need them for. They probably just need the money. And it's easy money for them.
Okay. And you guys are on your way to travel to the Summershade Quarry. Just want to see if you guys understood the quest at hand, and we've already answered some. I never checked them off. I just want to make sure that we all were on the same page. You guys can close that out. Let me go and close it out. Now, you guys are on the way to Whitestone, which is a town that is sort of in between the Quarry and Kintargo. Let me go and bring the overall map up. As you can see, well, this is a map of Galerion. You guys are right there with the red dragon or the black dragon pin. So you guys are in like the central area of Galerion, towards the western region. Let me go and bring you a little closer, zoom in. So if we see, you guys are on your way to White Rock. You guys are about 2/3 of the way there, about a day's travel from White Rock itself. You guys have spent one day where you guys encountered like a bear along with some giants that were throwing boulders. You quickly dispatched them, and you guys are continuing away southward towards White Rock. Now, you guys are following this Ubris River. This is this river over here, Yobelis. Sorry, right around here. And you're going southward toward from the city of Kintargo. Your assessment is that you are a days away from the small town of White Rock. You guys have been traveling on this grassy plain. Let me go and bring that up. And you guys are on Mount Horseback, if I'm stand corrected, right?
Yes. We were trying to make good time.
Okay. Why am I getting a black screen? Are you guys getting a black screen?
I'm still in the plane.
Nope. I see the planes.
Okay.
They're
Yeah,
loading there,
I forced a load, but you guys should see this grassy scene. So this is what you're doing. You're following the Ublis River, going about 2 days worth already. You're at about a day's worth when it's about maybe 2 p.m. in the afternoon, a midday. You see the plains. It's like open, pretty clear skies. You see the mountain ridge up ahead. White Rock is before those mountain ranges. When suddenly the sky shifts from a semi-clear sky to dark, thunderous clouds that are suddenly erupting in front of you. Let me get this up and running. Do-do-do-do.
And the thunder rolls.
And the thunder rolls. So all of a sudden the weather on does a like 180 in the flick of maybe a minute or two. The skies turn dark and clouds erupt as if the gods above are at war. A cyclone of wind and lightning streak downwards. So you see this like funnel coming from the sky, just dark nemesis clouds in a vortex coming towards the ground. At the eye of the cyclone streaking down to earth, you see these two giant birds with lightning streaking between them, just crackling energy. The lightning bolts clash no more than 100, 200, 60 feet away. It gets closer and closer. All of a sudden, you're engulfed in this lightning that's shattering the land about you. Your horses start rearing, and they start getting really skittish. Their ears flick backwards. You see some of them start rearing up, and they start jostling. They're getting real nervous. The wind goes from a gentle breeze to 15, 20, 25 miles per hour. Your clothes are fluttering around you as a cyclone wind is gusting right towards you, flapping with intense wind speed. You see in the cyclone is these two birds. They're sort of latched. Each of them are latched together. Their claws entwined in a death spiral, circling, coming down, not more than maybe 200 feet away from you. And that's where we're gonna start.
Watching a Zapdos mating ritual.
Zapdos, yes. So let me bring you guys over here. Might take a little while to load. It's a big map.
I think we weren't all on our own horses. I think we were kind of like 2 and 2.
I think everyone got an individual horse except for Boaz, which got he's on his animal companion.
Somebody's got a buffalo.
Yep.
Yep.
I got an ox.
Yeah, that thing.
You got an ox. Okay. While this loads, let me see. Did that not happen? Let me put a. Okay. Okay.
And this happens to happen when we come by.
Just when you, some bizarre reason.
Mhm.
Are you guys able to see the map yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
This guy's not loaded.
Well, not really. I just see everything black.
Okay. You should zoom out a little. Let me. There you go.
Oh, okay. How come I guess I can't see in the dark.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
Boaz.
All right. Mine.
You should see two birds in the distance, though, right?
Yep.
Okay. There are two giant birds crackling with energy in between them. They're caught in a death spiral, as I said, with the talons locked together. Lightning bolts cascading around you, crackling, and the lightning discharges from the both of them as if each one is a polar opposite, colliding with each other. They are about maybe 100 feet above you guys, but they're further out, about maybe 200 feet away from you. The wind is gaining in force. Right now it's about 20, 25 miles per hour. The hairs on the back of your head stand, and as the electricity like starts crackling around you, you just feel this energy just like snapping around you. It's all your hairs are just at end. Your mounts, except for the animal companion, are all frightened forward due to this lightning storm. They're skittish and spooked. Between the lightning flashes, you see a lush canopy of forest not more than a mile away to the east. So that's to the right of this map. What would you guys like to do?
Well, the good news is they're to our east. We need to go south, so we just run south.
Okay.
We just mosey along. We watch the show.
This is something we avoid.
let me go ahead
Very
and
stealthily.
Okay.
Oh no,
they,
we don't need a stealth. They can't see us
they are too
Well, they're-
consumed with.
because they're 200 feet away,
No.
and dark vision only goes 60 feet. So we're just going south. Go.
Mhm. Okay. And then.
How can we see them then?
Because they're generating light and lightning.
Oh. Okay.
You see the birds. They, as they're entwining 200, 150, 100 feet in the sky above you, they sort of untangle and they fall apart, flying side to side, ready to take another lance, another charge at each other. So one breaks off this way, flies. The other one breaks off this way. It's the, and we are going to take this initiative order. Razmi, where you would go ahead and move with your mount. Now, since this is a like a hazardous area and you guys are an initiative, the horses are skittish. So you need to spend each action you want the horse to move. You have to do a animal handling check to sort of make the horse go against what it would normally do. 'Cause
Animal
right now the
handling
horse
doesn't exist anymore.
well, nature check. Right now that the animal wants to bolt and just
So
run
let 'em.
away.
That's exactly what we want them to do. Run.
Okay,
Get the
Okay.
F away from these things.
so you're gonna let it pick the direction. You're gonna let the horse pick the direction.
We could go back the direction we came. Do not
Okay.
care. Hell,
Okay.
lightning bolts? We should scatter.
Okay, so up to you, Rasmi. What do you want to do?
Like, this is a awful, awful event that just happens to happen when we show up.
Yep. Does anyone want to roll a nature check?
Survival check to identify safest place to hunker down nearby.
Okay. With a 22, let's see.
Like I see there's some rocks over here. Am I thinking there's gonna be like a place to get beneath something?
For the most part, you definitely think that being on an object that is higher than you, by itself, is a hazard. Is going to be challenging.
Not on an object, underneath something. We're looking for like a cave or some sort of thing that you can get underground where you're not going to have to worry about any of this stuff until it passes.
You think that there's a...
I mean, the tree would be safer because they're technically lightning rods in a plane. Like they're the highest object to arc towards. It would arc towards that before it continues past to get to you.
Yeah.
You're acting
At
like any of
least
this is going to
persistent.
behave the way that we expect it to.
You
These
are
bold.
exactly right. You're
These
exactly
lightning
right.
bolt, yeah. There is a rocky crag to the south of you. You feel as if maybe if you, like, either crawled in between some of the boulders. You don't know if you're small. You definitely fit somewhere. You're not sure if your horse would. So, go ahead and use, if you want 3 actions to move south. You can. You can ask the horse to gallop. That's going to be a little harder of a check, which is if that's what you want to do, that was no problem. So you can move 50, 50, and then 40 for galloping in any direction you want. You'll have to make an animal handling. That was for the first one. You have to make an animal handling check each turn. So if you want to do 3 move actions, you'll have to do 3 animal handling checks. And they're pretty easy. It's a nature DC is 15 to command an animal.
I got a 37.
Okay, but it's per action. So
I don't get anything bonus for it being a critical success?
There's nothing in the command animal for a critical success I know of. Let me see.
Razmi is very very tempted to just get off the horse and say, go do whatever you want to do.
You rolled
could.
a 20, bro.
That's an option if you want. The closest rocky crag is about maybe 100 120 away from you right
Because
now.
having to do a nature check for every action for 3 actions is going to bog this down and take forever.
Yeah.
So is us trying to avoid a fight that he's obviously wanting us to encounter.
Yeah.
There,
those
do
were all
any of
made.
those fail? Okay.
No. Nope. It's a
Then
really easy, it's 15, so it's a pretty easy check.
You
Well, I
fail
can't.
it.
I do not have the ability to move the horse.
Oh, you don't? Oh, you can move yourself, maybe. Can you try that?
Nope.
Oh, jeez.
We're like attached to it.
Yeah, okay. Let me... okay. I will just consider you guys mounted. Let me go ahead and remove that from you. Rideable. Let me see.
And even if you were to roll 0, you still get above the check.
Nat 1 technically fails.
Oh, really?
Okay, there. So you're dismounted. You're dismounted. You're dismounted. I'll just consider you guys on horseback until you don't want to.
Now that we're off the horse, I can barely see my token.
Hey.
Just kidding.
Okay. Wait. So,
I'm trying to
Razmi,
go
how far
back.
That's 140 feet. I measured it.
from where you were? That's 220.
I mean, fine. Move me back 140 feet. Like measuring and moving 140 feet is almost
Okay.
impossible to do simultaneously,
Okay, so
unless there's a thing on here that lets me do that.
Yeah, well, I guess I can see it because I'm dragging the animal. Maybe if I give you guys ownership. So this would be the 100 some odd feet.
Okay,
Let me
then I'm
see.
there. Next person.
Okay. Let me put this as party. Maybe that's why. Can you move that horse next to you now? Maybe I just had the ownership wrong.
No.
Okay, we'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I'll keep that right next to you. Boaz, what would you like to do on your animal companion? Mouse?
Sorry, I was talking to me. I don't think I need to roll, right?
No, you don't need to. Not on an animal companion.
Well, I'll wait until all of them go first. I'll delay my action.
Okay. Kuba?
Just in case I need to pick someone up.
I think we should just hunker down next to your tree so it can soak all the lightning bolts, and we'll just wait this out.
Little Jeffrey?
Uh-huh. Jeffrey every turn, and we'll just wait it out.
Can I just pull
Yeah,
out
all
a
the
giant sheet
protections,
of rubber
yeah.
and then we all just hide underneath it? I'll give sedatives to the animals.
If you had something ready, you could minister a drug to your mount to calm it down.
Alright. How far does an ox move?
40? 40. Yep. So it can move
I let
around...
it pick the direction.
Okay.
Not even gonna roll.
It is gonna move...
I shouldn't even have to make it go. I shouldn't even have to tell it go fast.
Yeah. It runs and it bolts right over here to the southwest. I will move you there as well. Okay. Finwick, what would you like to do?
Go in the similar direction.
South or southwest?
South. West.
Okay. You...
Do I need to roll?
I say would go right about... yeah, so I'm going to need 3 animal handling checks from you. That's your predicted. That's...
1,
Yep.
Oh, you've got nothing.
2, I have nothing.
Okay, so the second one doesn't obey. He starts getting skittish. He is going to... okay, so that's as far as the first move action. He starts rearing up, and you're commanding him to go south, and he starts rearing up. I need you to do an athletics, acrobatics check. DC 18 to stay on your horse. Okay, you fall off. He rears up, and he starts galloping away to the west. Let's say, so he is here, galloping away. You're on your butt, and you get up. It's starting to get saturated. It's raining on you. You're now horseless, which is fine. What you have? That was your second action. You have one more action where you can move. You do see in the flash of lightning in the southwest. You do see a rocky area, like a few boulders. One is, they're a bit taller than you since you're small. You're not sure if it provides cover or not, but that's the closest landscape you see. So do you want to move? Which way do you want to move? You have one more move action left.
Down and west, but
Okay, you can move yourself. You just have one move action to do.
I going diagonal is considered 5, right? 5 foot?
Yeah. If you drag it, it'll tell you the distance.
It's not telling me.
Really?
Can't drag the animal.
Oh, drag yourself. You're
I'm
right.
dragging myself. It's not giving me the usual.
Oh, that's weird.
Usual thing.
Oh.
I'm assuming it has to do because it's dark.
No.
Usually it tells me how many feet I'm doing. Like right now, I can see it. I can see it on yours, but I can't see it on mine.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. Can't see it on mine either.
Let me give you a.
I could walk 30 feet, but
We can measure that, but we can't move at the same time.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'll move you. Do you want to move closer to Razmi or Kuba?
30 feet in the direction of in between them.
Okay. So you get it right about there. Okay. Boaz, it's your turn.
All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and seeing our fallen comrade. How come I can't move my guy? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a measurement. Darn token controls.
It's your animal, right?
Yeah. What is going on here?
Yeah, are you having problems too?
It's spelled around the right.
What?
Oh.
I'm supposed to be on the person for token control, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I
We're all
myself
having
right
issues.
here, so. And
Okay.
I tell Fenwick, hop on.
Okay, but that's the end of your movement, right?
Yeah, as far as I
Okay.
can go.
So you grab him. I won't even have you guys roll. You grab him. He swings in the saddle behind you. Okay. From there, ooh, okay. Boaz, a bolt of lightning from the bird above, crackles down upon you. As he starts screeching at the other purple bird, they fly into they start circling each other, around each other, pacing each other at a distance. But all this lightning is just cascading off of them. You are unfortunately gets hit by one of the lightning bolts. Can you roll a reflex save? Let me go ahead and pull that out.
Okay.
Okay.
Woo-hoo.
Success. So you take. Do you have anything that will mitigate that, or is that just Razmi?
Oh wait.
So you take the lightning bolt does 50 points of damage with a success that's halved to 25.
Okay.
You and your mount actually, it's a line spell, so I would just say you and your mount would get hit, even though Fenwick is on the mount. I'll just say that you and your mount get hit for 25. Well, yeah, 25 each. Let's just say the mount rolls as you did.
Oh, when I roll success, I get critical success.
Okay, so there's no damage to you or your mount. You skitter along. The bolt hits you. You roll, and you and your mount roll simultaneously. You give it the command, and it hits the ground. The electricity dissipates around you. Luckily, for some reason, you did not get scathed by it.
Go barrel roll.
Barrel roll. The lightning bolt. Razmi, what would you like to do? Okay. That's 2 successes, and you have full control of your animal. Its ears are buckling. You're trying to calm it down and give it soothing words as you command it to go south. Let me see. Let me get the horse away from you. Okay, now you can just move yourself. 140.
Moving isn't the issue I have right now. It's identifying exactly where I'm going to end up and keeping track of that square when I go back to move my token.
Oh.
Measure it.
I am measuring it. The problem is that after I measure it, I go back and grab my token. And
wait, so don't measure and just drag your character. Go back to the token control.
Oh, but that's not showing the.
It's not showing me distance when I'm going, and it's not keeping track of where I am or where I started from when I move.
Okay, let me go and turn the light on. Maybe the light is what you guys are thinking is interfering with that. Let me go ahead and change that. Action. Oh, there's a darkness control.
Also, every time I move my mouse up to go change my token control, it goes over the quick action thing and fills my screen with optional actions that take a second to fade away.
Oh, the token action HUD. Yeah. There.
So I wind up down here.
Okay, is that better for you guys?
Everything's still gray.
Yeah, I'm still not seeing. If I try to drag my token, I'm still not seeing like an indicator of how far I'm moving.
Huh. Weird. Okay. So you go past Iraqi Crag. You go southward, and you see that the electricity that's crackling around you starts dissipating. Your hair is not at end anymore. It seems like you're out of the range of the storm. Boaz. Actually, since you delayed, you would be lower, right? You'd be with Fenwick.
After, I'd be after Fenwick.
So go ahead, Kuba. Your ox is just skidding, running along.
Okay. Well, he's going that direction. He's probably gonna want to huddle. So, first action to try and get him to go around the rocks.
Okay. That is a success. Barely.
So I get him to come this direction.
Okay. So, oops, not that. I will move him that way, no problem. One move or yeah.
That was
Okay.
one.
Okay. He ends up near the rocks as he's like a little stubborn, but he follows your reining.
Second one to tell him go south.
Okay, which is right about here.
And I mean, it's really hard for me to fail this, so I might as well just direct him.
Let me move you that way.
Then I'll try and get him to go the direction that he was going over here towards the sheer cliff.
Okay, so he could run off of it.
Third one.
Okay.
Yeah, that way we just guide him.
Okay.
And if I were to think about it, technically it's a higher object, and it is a conductive object, which is exactly what lightning wants, not this little green creature.
You have a similar experience where all of a sudden this crackling energy that was building up around you, your hair was sticking up at end if you had hair, starts simmering down. Yeah. And you feel like the wind is a lot less. You're not in immediate danger as long as the birds remain in its position. Fenwick, you're on the back of this dog with Boaz giving him a little hug.
Probably just hang on.
Yeah, I was gonna say I assume I can't do anything other than.
You have any spells? Yeah, I guess none of your spells would really help. Protect you from energy.
Do we want to become flying dogs?
Hey!
Not in the storm.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
Wall of stone, so it doesn't want to go the other direction.
You can command the animal with a wall of stone.
No,
Okay.
just make sure
Boaz's
that you
animal
can't-
doesn't. He doesn't need to make rolls for that animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true, but that animal also only has 2 actions.
I don't really have
Alright.
anything. I don't think. Stick to.
In this scenario, I'll give it all 3 actions. It shouldn't be gimped than a riding, animal. Go ahead,
Okay.
Bullets. What would you like to do?
Well, I mean, I guess I go towards who's dismounted, Kuba.
No, they're both on their both Razmi. From what you actually, what's your look? You only have. They're not emitting any lights, are they? You
We
have
both
no
have
idea.
dark vision.
Yeah, but not I don't think Boaz does.
No.
But through the
So-
lightning, you sort of you're peeing each other when you see the lightning flashes. Like, oh, there's the ox. You could see the ox definitely where it was heading. Okay.
That's how I
So-
yell out, "Come here! I'm coming!
Okay.
Come to me!"
You have, you have the similar experience of this crackling energy just sort of dissipates, and you don't feel this charge within you anymore. You see the birds; they're about like 300 feet away now. They once again challenge each other and start grappling this downward spiral. And you feel like that as long as you stay in this area, or if you want to skirt around, making your way, you could skirt around this these 2 beasts that are lumbering, thundering, charging each other. Do you guys want to shelter in place, or do you want to continue moving through the outskirts where you feel as if you're safe?
I'm gonna keep on moving.
Okay. The White Rock city is towards the southeast. So if you guys continue on that path, there is a rocky crag, sort of a cliff that goes to the south from here. You
Don't
feel
need
as
to
if
go directly to the city. We just need to get away from this storm.
okay.
Survival later.
Give me a survival check to sort of path a good chart. Who would like to do that?
Resident
the-
Ranger.
I can.
Survival check. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, Razmi. Judging the winds, with all this electricity, the focus, you feel as if 200 feet away from the birds, and you guys are fine. So you know that if you go across this rocky ridge, either to the south of you, you're fine. You guys are about 250 to 300 feet away from the birds right now, so you're in pretty good shape. As long as you maintain the same distance, you're fine. So Razmi sort of leads the group, circumventing these 2 thundering birds that are attacking each other. Lightning's crackling down. It hits a tree. The tree just bursts, and you see this flame erupt from the tree itself, but easily like 50 feet from the tree, just splinters of wood, decimates the ground, and stuff like that. You do see the rock, the ridge itself that you're on is making things a little more difficult. It's a little more uneven with the terrain, but still with Razmi guiding you, you guys don't have any problems. You guys go around, and after maybe about 30 or 40 minutes, leaving these animals behind, these 2 birds, the birds start chirping. The thunder gets less and less, and you guys feel as if you're in a safe spot away from the birds. Let me go ahead.
Yay.
And go.
It's just
Okay.
2 oversized sparrows.
More than oversized. These things are huge.
They're gargantuan.
Huge.
Okay. Let me see. And let me go. So you guys, within that day, near evening time, you guys walk along the riverside. You see the outskirts of the town, not more than like maybe 3 miles away from you. You'll get there before. You'll get there around sundown, probably like an hour after sundown at this rate. You guys are tired, beaten up with the weather. It's cold now, and things like that. How do you want to gain? Like, how would you like to enter the town? Just the road, the main road that you're on, actually cuts through the town itself, and it's a pretty small town. Not too many like large buildings.
Well, if we're tired, then we go to an inn.
Okay. So you spend another like I don't know, less than an hour. You get there past sundown. There is within this town, you could estimate there's over 1,000 people. There's not much more than a general store, a farrier to take people across the river. As you're going through the town itself, one of the more prominent buildings is a church to what you could assume is Desna, because there's a lot of colorful, peaceful paintings on it. Lots of butterfly symmetry on it as well. Symbols on it as well. You do see a small civic building and your choice of 2 taverns. There's the Rusty Nail Inn, and there's also the a little more upscale, sort of a more posh bar. What would you guys like to go into?
I'm going to avoid Rusty Nail like the plague, because that is a Hell Knight prison. So we're going to do the other one.
Okay. It's called the Summertime Chateau. It's more of tea and crumpets with some fine liqueur to sample. You guys
we got a
walk
goblin and kobold walking in here.
as filthy as you are from traveling 4 days. Not much of a bath. There's a not a bouncer necessarily, but more of a waiter that hurriedly like comes to the door and greets you. Oh, sirs, how may I help you? There are other finer establishments that might suit your needs. Could I give you pointers to any directions?
Please reserve your criticisms until we have had an opportunity to clean up after our rather arduous journey.
But of
Sir.
course. But of course. Just might I hear the jingle of the purse to make sure that you're well established for this?
All right. I'm going to give this guy the jingle of the purse, and this is how I'm going to do it. Right after Boaz's
If only
dog
were your Abadar. Oh, if only you were your Abadar paladin could introduce him to your purse.
right after Boaz's dog does the whole shake off everything so he's not wet anymore, I do the exact same thing. And while I'm doing the exact same thing, my purse is jingling.
But please, I don't mind.
You hear my jingle?
Yes, I hear jingle, but no pets allowed in this fine establishment. You can upset the patrons. And you look, there's about
service dog.
There are about 2-3 other people in this establishment right now at the bar. But your dog's just like shaking, and you see Kuba doing the same thing, just mud flinging off of him. He kicks his feet.
Support dog.
Emotional support? What? Dog, I understand. Those other 2 words mean nothing to me. Please, he'll have to stay outside.
Fine. Go outside, Brandy.
Okay, there is a small little barn where you guys have put the ox and your horses. You tie them up. You leave your dog there. He looks a little sad. He puts his paws up to the window as you go inside, looking through the window, keeping an eye on you. Okay, the washroom, straight down the back to the left, near the pantry closet. It's not big enough for all of you. Maybe 2 at a time. If you might as well just freshen up before your drinks.
Yes.
I'm trying to find what average lodging cost is. I'm seeing lodging, private room, 8 silver per day.
Yeah, I think community would be 2 silver, if that.
Razmi gives this guy a gold for the night.
For you by yourself, or
this is for Razmi's personal room?
Wow, sir, I'm. Please accept my humble apologies. He gives this big swooping bow. Yes, please. In fact, I will send you to the different restrooms that we have upstairs. He brings you upstairs. There's this warm basin that's continually warm with water for some magical reason. A polished mirror, whatnot. It's a very nice lavish room for sort of to make yourself presentable. It's not for bathing. It's not like you sleep there or whatnot. It's just to freshen up. As he does that, the rest of you guys go to the downstairs one.
Sure. Sounds good.
Okay. 2x2, you guys freshen up. Later, you see Razmi coming down the stairs. Are you wearing anything different, or are you wearing your traveling clothes?
I mean, I've changed into a different set of traveling clothes that aren't as worn.
Okay.
His extreme bedrobes.
He has this little brandy in his hand, cigar hanging out. This nice flush, like this felty type bathrobe, red and black, embroidered black with golden stitches on it. No. But he does kind of come downstairs. He's changed out of his traveling clothes. He looks well established, maybe a doublet, nicely pressed shirt, whatnot, that he had in his pack. Comes down. He immediately, after the forgiveness, he knows that you guys have some coin. He sets up this nice table. There's tablecloth on it, multiple forks and spoons. He's like, "How may I be?" He puts this little dish, this little fabric around him. "How may I serve you today?" As he's gonna take your order. We do have pheasant. That's a nice meat. We do have a succulent, some type of lizard that they caught. I forget the name of it, but they said it was a very rare specimen in itself. We do have the typical pork and meats.
Flamingo. I want flamingo.
That is, from what I understand, more the tropical. We, sir, are in the middle of the grasslands. Not much by way of flamingos, if I hear right.
Fine. I'll take a giraffe.
The special, please.
I tell from your accent, you're from Mwangi. Yes, I hear such animals in that part. Unfortunately, we do not have direct line of shipments. I'm afraid the closest we could get to you would maybe
fine.
be
I'll settle for T-Rex.
elk. Is that elk I hear from your words? Yes, elk it is. I'll get you a platter.
Gazelle.
Elk.
Zebra.
Elk.
Zebra.
Elk. You're seeking words he barely even knows of. Succulent cuts of meat like that do not come all the way up here. So elk for you, sir. Yes.
Razmi just asks for the special.
That would be a roast. We do have a succulent roast. It's been roasting for about 18 hours over the spit. I could pair it with a fine wine. Would you like that as well, sir? Actually, for that gold piece, I will give you a complimentary wine, a complimentary glass. So he will get you a roast and glass as well.
Okay.
Anyone else? Up for the gruel? Up for pheasant? Little Cornish hen? This place is a little bit more posh than your normal, tavern.
They got any Minotaur on the menu?
That
is a humanoid, sir?
That's a sentient being, sir. I'm afraid.
What animal is the roast? Are we talking about like
mystery meat,
beef or pork?
It's a like a veal. It's a young sheep that we did slaughter earlier today. It's very tender, might I add. We do have a brandy. We've been soaking in brandy for a while and roasting for 18 hours. It's quite delectable. With the mountain spring vegetables, yes.
I'll take the house special too.
Okay, 2 it is. And you, sir, Mr. Looking at Boaz, Monsieur, what may I get for you?
Elk sounds fine.
Elk. And perhaps I should prep something for your dog that's not able to join you. We'll give him the bones from the elk if that is fine with you.
Yes. Medium rare, please.
Medium rare, got you. He goes back. He brings out this bread that comes out, crinkles in your hands. You see this. The 2 patrons at the bar. One is this younger lady, blonde hair, in pigtails, along to this next to this older man, grizzly, very thin. They're in the bar as well. It's a pretty lonely night. Candles are on some of the tables, but not most of them are lit. It's pretty empty in this very established tavern, which I will name the Eager Trumpet. So that is the name of the bar you're at. As he comes out, you guys wait maybe like 10 minutes. He brings back the elk first, and then he brings the roasts out. You see, there's with the roast and with the elk, so there's a side of vegetables, mountain potatoes and whatnot. There's a nice gravy on top of most of the dishes. And he brings a wine out for Razmi on the house, monsieur, mademoiselle, and he gives you that. And might you have any drinks as well? I should have got that earlier. I forgot. What would you guys like to drink?
He just called you a woman, by the way.
I know. I said that wrong. Monsieur. Not mademoiselle.
I realize these are big, but because they're full of muscle, not fat. And they're leaking pus, not milk. There's a difference.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
Please, goblin, just please, no.
This one's bigger because it's festering right now with all the bleeding and poisons that we've been putting up with. I think I would like some habanero pineapple wine. Yes, that sounds great.
We do have a sangria, which is a mixture of fresh fruits aged over time. So we do have one of those that we could get for you. It's pretty delectable. Slices of orange and what's not within it. Apple chunks.
Light it on fire.
It's barely alcoholic. It's a sangria. It's a very light wine. So he brings out.
Is it's not going to hit me.
It's not going to hit you. Yeah, he
But
brings
I'll
that
need
up.
More.
You're like that, more, and yeah, he brings you 2, 3 throughout the night, throughout the evening as you're eating. There's a campfire that's crackling in the side of this tavern. Gives a little bit of a warm glow. It's probably 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours past sundown at this point. Boaz, you look in the window and you see your dog up there, and then he goes out and gives you see a tray going like a bowl being put out for your dog. He disappears from the window for like 10 minutes, and then paws back on the window, looking right at you intently, making sure nothing skips his gaze while this is occurring. Is there anything else I might give you for the evening? Succulent meals such as this, as you guys are winding down, the plates are being pushed aside, you guys are getting pretty full belly. We do have some cheese and crackers that we could give, that is available.
I think we're done here. We just need to know where we can sleep for the night.
Well, we do have a fine establishment upstairs. I'm sure, as this young kobold saw earlier, the beds are nice and firmly warm. The rooms have already been preheated, if you like. The going rate for that is, let's see, maybe 1 silver. 2, well,
That
no,
is
actually,
so much
private room.
cheaper than the private room for
Yeah.
2.
Well, the private room for 2 is 8 silver a day. So this will probably be like 4 silver, 5 silver, I would say, for a nice room like this.
I pay him in copper.
50 copper. Okay. You sit there. You take out your boot.
You said 1 silver, so 10 copper.
And I mulligan that, and it is looking at the cost.
Then fine. 50 copper.
Okay.
Give him- yes, I am arguing over 50 copper.
You take out your boot and you shake it on the table. Ting, 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 ting. All these little copper coins start piling out of your boot. And you sit there and you're like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sir.
Wait, that's a peso.
Sir, please.
You asked me to give you the jingle of coin. Specifically,
if you must.
You wouldn't know. Specifically, so you wouldn't know where I hold it.
Okay, you put your shoe back on after you count 50. He takes that rag that he has over his hand, scoops it into like his apron, and walks away with that, probably dousing it with water for at least a few hours.
To rust it.
It's copper.
Apparently,
So there's 2 rooms that hold 2 people.
This is a nice room for 5 silver. You could go for a 2-roomer person. That would be 8 silver. Sounds good on that.
I mean, I just need a room where where there's a lock and I don't have to worry about someone stealing my shit. Like,
Okay.
I could take the floor. We sleep outside all the damn time.
So everyone that is sleeping in a room, go ahead and minus 5 silver, or in your case 50 copper. And or if you want to share a room, it's 8 if you want to bunk with someone. They're very nice rooms as well. For this evening, there will be a violinist coming in, probably in about 30-40 more minutes. If you like to lounge in this dining area until then, by all means you may. Or if you like to retire for the evening, you can go upstairs.
Go upstairs,
So-
we sleep. Because tomorrow, we go hunting.
Okay.
I mean, tomorrow we need to continue on towards our destination.
So this is where it gets a little scratchy. So the lady from oh gosh, the tower. What's her
Oh
name?
gosh.
Laria Longroad, the halfling owner of the coffee house, did tell you that here's White Rock, and beyond White Rock, for another maybe 3 or 4 days, is where the quarry is. But she's not sure where the quarry is. She did say within White Rock itself, there is a gentleman that owns the quarry if you want to get directions from him. So she doesn't know exactly how. She knows it's in the mountain range somewhere, but to get more information, you would probably need to see the owner, which lives
So
in
can
White
we
Rock.
ask this guy in charge of the tavern if he knows who owns the quarry a few days out of town?
Okay, do you want to do that at nighttime or in the morning after you guys freshen up?
Night.
In the morning,
Good
when everyone's awake.
Okay. So morning, I guess you guys retire for
Yeah,
the evening.
morning.
You guys are full on all your health bet is back. Let's just say you're well rested. All your spells and dailies are up there. Trap making abilities is reset as well. You guys walk down, and as you're coming in pretty early. There's not too many patrons as well. You just see a different, a pair of like adventurers, a little more grisly, a guy in furs and whatnot, a person with a shield dangling from its back. They're in the room in a different table. You come down and you see the waiter himself. You don't know if he's the owner or if he's just working here all the time, but he's like, well rested, I see. Welcome, welcome. Would you do you have time for breakfast, or should I add that to your tab, or would you be leaving soon and we'll go and settle the accounts?
We are looking. We hope to be leaving soon, but we're looking for whoever may be the owner of the quarry that exists a few days out of the town.
You do mention the Summershade Granite Quarry, to name it in specific. He's like, oh, the quarry. Why, that would be Canton Jahalthro. He is in the center of town, near the Church of Desna. There is this opulent house. He does come here every now and then. I haven't seen him in a few days, but he does like to visit this tavern as well. But Canton's the man you'd like to inquire about. He's the former proprietor of the quarry itself, the Summershade Quarry.
Former?
Why, yes.
Who did he sell it to? Who owns it now?
From what I understand, he still is the owner. However, the quarry's been shut down for 10 years.
Okay. Pull up my map. Do you know where it's at?
The quarry itself, well, it's just in this mountain range, and he points to the southeast of White Rock.
Okay.
Along the Ubris River, it splits off into two. It's more upstream of the river itself. That's the general whereabouts. There were some, when I was a younger kid, we did see mining carts come through the town quite often on the way to Cantargo. Big old wagons full of these long, white, glorious granites. You do see a lot of the houses here are built of the same granite from that quarry. It was a very popular quarry to get the resources for Cantargo and also this town, White Rock. And that's where it got its name, is White Rock itself.
It's also probably the mining town that everyone lived in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we know the mountain range.
So as you're talking, this girl comes in with this old man, same couple as you saw from last night. It's like, Dad, do we have to come back? Why do you need to come here every evening? Well, I'll tell you soon enough about the days of yon. And he sits down at the bar, same spot where it's sitting
every
over.
evening and apparently every morning.
He just likes to come here for some reason. So the innkeeper or the waiter is telling you that Canton is in the central area town near the church. Yeah.
Hey, old man.
Yeah. Yes. You look at him and he's emaciated, like very skinny.
Were you a strapping miner back in your day?
Minor? Why, these muscles themselves are proof of it, sir. Down, down we went, deeper than the earth. He has this weird, crazy man vibe to him.
I put my map down. Could you point on this map where the shadow light mine is, or quarry is?
My old quarry. Oh, my old quarry. And his eyes roll up as he's looking at the map, and then his eyes just go all the way up. And then they refocus back down. He's like, he has this bony, long finger. You see each knuckle just sort of like protruding from this bony finger. The finger itself is very skinny. He's very skinny himself. Down, down we went, deeper than the earth should allow, where the air thickens towards the no man's zone, what no man was meant to breathe. As he says that, he's tracing a path down from Right Rock, towards the river. It goes upstream. He's like, yeah, the pigs struck hollow stone. There was etched in whispers, bathed in shadow that moves around. An altar the size of the house, as he points on the map, and his hand settles on this mountain ridge, and his finger stays there as he keeps on blabbering some delirious, demented, weird words. As you can see, runes and carvings and curses over there, as he's like pointing, and his fingers have been rested on the map. So if we bring you to the map,
As soon as he picks up his finger, I put a strawberry sticker where he was.
okay, he points right around here, in this mountain range.
So he said where it was down deep where no man should go. Good thing none of us are humans.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine being something stupid like a human? Gosh.
He keeps on.
Shanks.
He starts repeating himself. You see him tremble and crackle. He seems lost in an endless loop, trying to describe an indescribable thing. Down, down we went, deeper than the earth should allow, where the air thickens with secrets no man was meant to breathe. It's like
When he
he
does
made
it the third time, I join in and we're singing it.
It's like a nursery rhyme to him. Yeah, he's been canting this over and over again. You start joining in, he starts singing along with you to some effect. Very bizarre. Like,
And then
Dad,
me and this old man get up on the table and start doing it.
start doing like a little jig.
Yeah, and then we start dancing.
He does not have the energy. You try to bring him up to the table, and the waiter's like, "Sir, please, not again! Oh no, your muddy boots on the table! Please, sir, I got to bill you for the cleaning services." He's trying to pull you down. You're on top of the table, dancing, trying to pull this old man up. That's basically skin and bones. That's what he is.
I mean, at this point, Kubo's boots shouldn't be super muddy. We haven't left the building yet.
Unless Kuba cleaned himself well. Yeah, maybe not. But being on top of the tablecloth is not a good thing.
That's the point of the tablecloth, to get dirty.
To protect the table. As you're doing that, the barkeeper's like, "Are we gonna have a problem here?" Just looking at Kuba. Please, off the table.
Razmi's just heading out to go to the place that we were told of next to the church.
Okay. You guys, the bill's already been settled. You guys prepaid for the night. You guys did not have any breakfast, so your tab is closed. Make sure you
Not
subtract
even a
those.
continental.
Not even continental, not here.
I mean, we effectively got dinner included in that price.
Okay. I leave.
Okay.
I apologize to the daughter for what I've done to him. I broke her grandpa.
He starts
we leave.
frothing at the mouth from reciting this over and over. Like, Dad, please, wine, please. It calms his nerves. As she's trying to take care of the old man.
Fenwick, detect magic for me real quick.
I detect magic.
Just real quick.
Yeah, he just puts his hand out and waves it, subtracting your party. You don't get any. You don't get any sense of any magical items here.
I'm more wanting if he's under a magical influence.
You do get a little bit of a ping from upstairs, but that's about it. From 30 feet, is that the range of detect magic? Something like that. You do get a ping
30
upstairs.
feet emanation now instead of.
Yeah, and you can't really tell, but I'll just say there's a presence.
I just
and
wanted to know if there was one.
There is
we're
a.
high enough level. It should be able to ping.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you get a sense of there's some type of transmutation magic upstairs.
Okay, I don't care about transmutation. Enchantment's what I was looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
But not on the old man
true
himself. He is just he's a lunatic. He's loony.
Got it. Okay,
He starts shaking as he's drinking this wine, and you see his nerves start settling down. He looks somewhat a little bit more coherent, but that's about it. Okay.
Well, I think we have the location. Do we want to go talk to whatever guy in the middle of the court or something?
At least check to see if he's in, because then we can ask him details about the place.
Like, you have a point on a map. You don't know of any routes along that point. The map is not that detailed, but yes, you do know the general area.
Been 10 years. There should be a beaten path somewhere.
I mean, it's
They do
probably a
regrow.
survival check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you guys are headed out. Do you want to visit Canton Jahalthro on the way out, or do you want to
That's
start?
where Razmi was headed.
Okay. Yeah, Razmi's already out the door, just leaving Kuba on the table earlier. You guys regain everything.
Kubo gets up to.
Get your mounts, the dog and whatnot, and you start heading towards the middle of the town where the Church of Desna is. Next to the Church of Desna, you see this, like, opulent, extravagant hunting lodge. What seems to be like that. You see just this really warm wooden, like, esque building with high arches. There's a iron gate out front. There is a man in front of the house itself, as he's sort of like hammering the wood, repairing like a shingle off the side of the house that's sort of been skewed. He's sort of nailing it back in place. What do you guys want to do? There's a gate.
Looks like he's rich enough to own a thing.
What was that?
Ring the bell.
Looks rich enough to own something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Walk up.
Yeah, there's a gate. There's an iron gate that's closed in front of him as he's inside the house grounds doing some repair work on this opulent hunting lodge.
Excuse me, sir.
He turns around. Yes, can I help you?
Is
Are
the
you lost?
master of the lodge at home?
That would be me. Who may I ask is inquiring about moi?
We are a group of individuals seeking a collective of rather unsavory folks, and have heard they have recently been using a quarry to the south of here as a hideout. We hear tell that you are the or are slash were the owner of that quarry, and we're hoping we might get some information about what might be out there, so we're not surprised when we show up to deal with these unsavory folks.
Unsavory folks in Summershade Granite Quarry, is that correct?
That's where we have been led to believe they are hiding out.
Why, I closed that quarry down 10 years ago.
Making it the perfect hiding spot.
It's been abandoned ever since. I put guards there on shifts. They come every month. A new fresh group of guards come out to relieve them every month.
Why would you guard it when you closed it down?
Why, this quarry is dangerous. Have you ever... It's a huge hole in the ground, sir. There are kids that might be falling into there. Do you want to roll a perception check?
2-3 days away, your kids are gonna run over there.
Not my kids, but kids in remote villages. There's plenty of way on the way to the quarry itself. Okay. You see he's stumbling, trying to gather some of these words to make a fib. You do notice that he's twitching a little bit while he's speaking and trying to look up, recollecting things. So he's merging fact and fiction together, but he is lying. Yes, to protect some of these remote villagers from falling in this quarry, it could be the death of them. That quarry is over 80 feet deep.
Well then, we'd like to speak to one of your guards that you switched out recently.
Why, it's right now it is the early in the month. They came back about 8 days ago, so like a week ago. I rent out these guards. There is a a consortium of mercenaries that is within White Rock itself. I deal with them. I tell them to lead about 10 men up every month in a rotation.
Would these people happen to be called the Scarlet Triad?
No, they're a band of mercenaries within White Rock themselves. They do have... We are outskirts of Cantargo. They do usually have the crest of Cantargo on it. And there's some influence of Cantargo over here. No, but he's... At the call of Scarlet Triad, he doesn't... It's not like he stops and tries to stumble and correct himself. He just casually says, "No, I have no idea," which seems to be correct.
Okay. Well, these people that are taking up, since you hire out, you're not given all the updates.
Well, I just told them to post guard every month. They rotate out. I pay them their retainer fee for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what have you guys told him about the quarry itself? Did you guys mention that it's being used, or you know who's using it, or anything like that?
I mean,
or what purpose?
Yeah.
Razmi suggested that a group of unsavory people were using it as a hideout.
Yeah.
There have been more wagon traffic going through White Rock to the southern direction, but they usually just pass right through. I haven't seen any unsavory people, so to speak. I would have gotten word if the quarry
Mind
was...
if you check it out?
For what
he
reason?
doesn't have a choice. He knocked it down.
Oh no, he didn't knock the quarry down. It's abandoned. It's not being used anymore.
And the reason is because we're hot on the trail of this group called the Scarlet Triad, who are a collective of slavers that we chased out of Cantargo and have followed them in this direction, and they may have slipped past your guards and are using some deep tunnel of your quarry as a hiding spot.
I would hate for someone to be using my quarry without my acknowledgement. That's why we warded it off.
And this group is known to do that because they were using a tower in a school without proper permission as a hideout as well.
Can I get a perception check?
They're
on you guys?
mercenaries. You guys can, or they can just be paid off.
Okay. Great. When he said warded off, he used a word that was more aligned with divinity warding rather than guard warding. So he let a little slip go by. He was like, "Whoa, we've warded it off," which sort of gives a feeling that they use a divinic ward instead of like physical guards. So he gave a little bit of information on that. Yes, we closed this mine. It was depleted. There's no more rock ready to till out of it anymore. It's proved its worth. So we decided to close it down. I haven't excavated any other sites since there hasn't been much need for that rock in Cantargo since it hasn't been building in the past decade or so.
We're not
But
interested in the rock.
Mhm.
Well, can you tell us where it is, please?
why?
Since you abandon it, it should be no consequence to you, even if you are afraid of children. In fact, we are not children. I vouch for these two not being children. They are just half the size of a human.
If what you say is true, if there are slavers using my quarry, what worries the most is about the guards that were stationed there. I would hate for something to happen to them. They are paid well, but yet I would hate for something like that to happen under my name.
That's not what you should be worried about. You should be worried about you being affiliated with the slavers.
Slavers, me, sir, with this lodge of mine, I would have no need for that. He's not, he's being a little defensive, but he is alarmed that his quarry might be used for nefarious reasons. If what you say is true, I would not mind if you were to visit and check up on my guards. Please do not advance further into the quarry, for it's there could be dangerous things within the quarry itself, such as cave-ins. We haven't reinforced the buttresses of the mines in over 10, 15 years. Those would just be rotting. And he goes off a rambling path of why it's unsafe to go into the quarry.
He. Buttresses.
Buttresses.
Don't worry about us. We can take care of ourselves.
Well, are you sure? There could be deadly gases build up within the earth itself. You never know. And some of this rock is... you see him starting to pull out any excuse for you not to venture into the quarry itself.
Look. Okay, it's fine. It's not like we're going to find some insane altar down there or something. Some
altar?
Evil god.
We're
just going to go down there and find... I'm just coming up with ideas because you are just not wanting us to
Don't
go in.
worry, we will not go any deeper into the quarry than is safe for us.
You've been talking to that old man, haven't you? He's been spreading rumors about us again. I've asked him to cease, but he continues to blabber foolishness. Idiotic things, statements about...
crazy.
Yes, you've seen it yourself, exactly. But please, report to me how my guards are, but I dare you not to enter the quarry itself.
Sure, we won't.
We
at all.
won't go any deeper than is safe for us.
That be on your hands then, gentlemen. And he, might you have a map I could jot this down on?
Kubo
pulls out this map.
Produce map.
He draws a path. It follows the river, and it goes into the mountainside. And he draws a little. You take this path right here. He sketches between two valleys, and then he comes up to the quarry near where the miner himself was pointing to earlier. But now you do have a direct route.
So does it goes directly to my strawberry sticker or no?
Yes, it does go directly to your strawberry sticker.
Okay.
Yes, go around this forest. There's orcs there that do not like being bothered. We had agreements with them that the wagons would go around the Viridian forest itself. So he's just giving you a lay of the land and which
Okay.
path to take.
We'll be back to give you an update about the guards that you've been paying for.
Okay.
Toothy grin.
Toothy grin. Okay. I thank you for your time. I'll be right here. This weather, some freakish storm has knocked some of these side panels loose again. I'm gonna be here for a couple days doing that. But yes, look me up and inform me of the guards themselves, or if you'd like to talk to the mercenary unit themselves, it's in the oblong house down the road. You'll see this crest of an eagle on a shield itself over a grassy field. Thank you, sirs.
Freedom.
Okay. So what would you like to do? You're in this town. It's like a level 2 town. Or sorry, level 4 town. Not a whole lot. There are healing potions if you wanted to, but they're of the lesser, maybe minor types. But not a whole lot. There's one general store that would have equipment if needed.
Said general store.
Okay.
I want to get a second map. He's probably got old maps.
You go to the general store. There is like this barrel full with rolled up parchments behind the counter itself. And you inquire about maps. This young gentleman, half elf, beard with the pointy ears, fey-like, turns around. Old maps, you say? He puts that one down. So you're looking for an old map of the area?
Yes, an old map. Like, because this place has probably had people that worked at the mine 10 years ago when it was open. It would probably be exactly on their maps. So I want an old map that he just didn't sell, like one that hasn't been updated.
They
It's not
do
like maps are updated regularly.
The oldest map I have, good sir. Let me see. He goes underneath the desk, pulls out this dirty old map. This thing is ancient. It's before Earthfall, when the contents were totally different. It's like this is a recreation, a copy of a copy of a copy from a third generation ago. Scholar up in the northwestern part of, and he's saying all this stuff. But this is like a copy of how the world was before Earthfall.
Trying to give me a Thessalonian map here.
Could be. This is the prime country.
No, the prime country is Varisia. That's further north.
Yeah. But Chiliax had its fair wares of things like. Isn't the islands off of Chiliax? Wasn't that like that where that guy was from? But anyways. You're like, no, that's a little too old.
I'll take it anyway.
Okay, you take
This is a museum piece,
Right?
That you see that he has like 3 or 4 copies of the same type of map. The parchment's new. The parchment's not old or anything. This is a recreation of a map that he's seen from a guy, generations down. But it does resemble
that destroys its value.
It does resemble what Galarian would look like before the cataclysmic event.
All right, 1 silver. Here you go.
1 silver, sir. Have you seen such a treasure like this? But he shuffles the copycats back in, hoping you don't see it. But he's a lousy deceiver. Deception roll. It's like,
Sir, you are a level 4 establishment. 1 fucking silver.
You see his level 4 above his head. He's like, very well. And he thinks he actually got a good deal off this. But yes,
You
he takes a
have
silver.
multiple maps, so it's not a treasure.
Yes.
And now
okay.
I'll take one that's like 10 to 5 years.
He does have something a little older than that, maybe about 20 years, where part of this, like you see this, Chiliax was a larger...
20 years is fine, because that's when it would have been available.
Borders are... It's more of a political map that was scouting the edges of where the Chiliax Empire ruled at that time. This whole place was ruled by Chiliax at that point in time. Cantargo was only set free maybe 10 years ago from the Chiliax rule. So yeah, it's more of a political boundaries map. but it does have it's from 20 plus years ago.
That's fine.
Okay.
Here's the quarry on this map.
Sir, that would be another 5 copper for that one as well.
Okay, that's fine. Here you go.
Okay.
And then I'll take a pick.
Okay.
Take
Yeah.
some more rope.
The pick is more
And
for.
I think we got some shit to sell. Do we have shit to sell?
No, you did the all in Catargo. You should be
We
pretty
did
empty.
already. Okay.
Yep.
I'll take a lightning rod.
Lightning rod. He's not. Well, I guess if and he has this like.
I need a 10-foot pole made of zinc.
Sorry, not zinc at hand. He does have like some metal poles used for either making a stretcher that was that could be disassembled for the poles themselves.
Perfect. I'll take that.
This is a common item, so maybe like 2 copper.
Did he have a grinder?
A grinder for like grain, sir. You'd have to talk to the local miller on that part.
No, the sandwich.
Grinder.
Yes.
Sandwich.
Ham and Swiss.
Sandwich. No, miller once again. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for something to grind this steel pole. Or this metal pole.
Into a point or
Yes.
into... you could probably hammer it into a point, crudely.
Then give me a hammer.
You probably have a hammer yourself. Yeah.
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, you could... he walks to the outside of the general store itself. You see like a workbench. I guess you could use my tools. He opens a crate, pulls out this rusty hammer. It's like swaying on the haft itself. By all means, he just takes a step back and looks at what you're doing with this metal pole. You tie it with some rope to make it longer. So right now it's about 8 by 8, 16 feet. Yeah.
Okay. So
He has this inquisitive
I
look.
hammer it to a point to where it could be used as a stake, a spear, just something when I need to, I can shove it into the ground.
Sure. You got something like that. Crudely staked metal pole.
Yeah. Fuck you, lightning bird.
Okay. So all together, so that's 1 silver for that the map, the old archaic map. There's, let's say, 3 silvers for everything else. Running up your bill. Go ahead and subtract that from you. Anything else?
That's all I wanted.
Okay. He puts the tool back in. He closes the work chest that he has. He moves towards the door of the building itself, sort of keeping an eye on you because his equipment's out there, but yet he's just amused by what you're doing with a quizzical look, as you have these 2 poles now. Like one really long. Is it one really long pole? Is that what you want?
Yeah, like 1 10-foot pole or something.
Okay, you cinch it in to 10 feet itself. Yeah, you got a pole, and you guys are only like 4 feet tall, so yeah, you got a nice little rod.
I put this 10-foot pole in my spacious pouch. It just goes whoop, and it's gone.
He has like an astonished look. He double glances while you do that, has a quizzical look, and yeah, you put it in your pouch.
Your level 4 establishment, a level 4 spacious pouch, should not, like...
Oh, is it level 4? I guess they do have common ones. Yeah, there's a smaller one. Is that the earliest level of one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I will put a lightning rod in your thing, wherever it went. Custom treasure. There we go. Metal. Okay. And
Lightning rod is a feat? The F?
no, I put it in your...
No, in the compendium, it's a feat.
Oh.
It's a kineticist feat. That's why.
Come on, Miles, you should be having that.
He's not. He's not air.
Oh.
Here.
Okay. I don't know where it went, but I put it somewhere in your inventory.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. It's under containers, spacious pouch.
All right, that's where it should be.
Okay. Anything else? It's
Yeah.
it's not
I've wasted
cold.
enough of our time.
Yeah, it's not cold up in the mountains. It's getting cold, so there might be some snow up the mountainside. It shouldn't be too much of a hindrance for you guys. Because right now it's like October, November time frame in Earth years or Earth time. Okay. Do you want to do anything else in town? There's a Church of Desna. There's the 2 taverns. You've already been to one of them, and there's general store.
I think I'm good.
Okay.
We don't need no stinking church unless one of us dies.
Okay. So from here, it would take about 4 days to go to where you see the quarry itself. It's gonna head that direction.
Yep.
That's pretty much all you know. So you guys are going down, traveling day 1. Sun comes up, sun comes down. You guys are on your horse the whole time. Razmi, you felt like a million times better in that tavern than you are right now. You're once again in the mud, in the midst of it. There's the summer, the early fall showers dew across the ground as you guys wake up. Day 2 comes by, nothing else happens. Day 3 comes by. You do something odd happens on day 3. As you guys are going up the path, up the mountainside, on your final ascent to the quarry itself. I would say, Razmi, you probably have the highest survival of the group. Is that right? Probably. So for survival,
I'm at 16.
Yeah. Survival, the highest is Razmi. Up on the path, you're looking and you look up, and there's something puzzling. There's these birds circling up ahead, probably about 200, 300 feet ahead, in a circling pattern and tight formation. Normal birds, not thunderous, gigantic thunderbirds, but carrion birds, from what we could tell.
Okay. We approach.
You guys keep on going. You guys are on your ox, your horse. The mounts themselves you don't see any nervousness from them. You get closer and you see these carrion birds on the ground as well. There's about 2 circling up ahead. There's a couple ravens, dark feathered birds, along with maybe 1 or 2 carrion birds pecking at something. There's a bundle. There's in the distance on the side of the road itself. There's like a bundle of cloth. You see it pecking at the cloth. As you guys are getting closer, the birds just fly out, feather out, and ascend up. Still circling up ahead. What do you guys want to do?
Fenwick, see what's under that cloth. Because these birds know to peck at cloth.
The birds weren't pecking at cloth. Fenwick, are you going to get closer?
Sure, I'll get coffee.
As you're about 30, 20 feet away, there are limbs, exposed limbs that have been gorged upon by these birds themselves. The skin has been peeled off. Muscles have been used. There is somewhat of a head that you can see if you can see eyes, but there are no eyes itself. This is a dead body. Do you want to use a medicine check to see what happened here, or do you want to get closer, or what would you like to do? It's a dead body, bundled in cloth.
Sure, I'll go check it out.
Okay. Go and roll a medicine check. Yeah, excellent. This has been weathered. You see that the skin has been pulled closer to the body. Not mummified per se, but it's been at least 2-3 days that you could say that this body's been deceased. Very skinny to begin with, not much fat reserves on the neck or the body itself.
It's a slave that died.
It's
It's a slave that died and was discarded.
Exactly. With a perception roll like that, Sure. The clothing is similar to what you've seen in the tower. It has Cantargo like type style clothing of what they fashioned. But this is a slave from Cantargo, from what you could tell. Dead, skinny, mummified, pecked at. What? You guys don't have to speak with dead?
You act like we have casters.
Fenwick, come on.
Do I?
No, I don't know.
I don't know a lot of languages.
Fenwick, you have like 4 spells.
Shamanic, Draconic.
Not undead,
Wow.
or not
Yeah,
with dead.
I'm dead.
What you guys want to do? Continue on.
Leave it there.
Okay. You guys leave the body, take a wide berth. There's a festering smell. Definitely maggots and flies are buzzing off this as the birds have left.
But this is something we want the guards to see.
Okay. Traveling up, ascending through the mountain range itself, you guys are getting close to the quarry itself. Actually, the last steep ascent going up the mountainside is the end of what the map shows as being the end to the quarry itself. You're assuming that the path goes up, and it's going to dip down into the quarry itself, into like a valley where they started digging from the rocks, just from what you see on the map and what you expect. Do you guys want to approach cautiously or just stroll up through? You haven't seen any guards yet. You haven't seen any postings of guards. In the night, looking up the mountainside, you do not see any lights.
We take some caution.
Okay. Going upon the crest of the road itself, cresting over to the top, you're looking down a small valley. Sure enough, the quarry's here. The Granite Quarry itself sits in the shadow of the looming mountain range that you are, called the Summershade Mountains. This was given to you earlier, hopefully. Once a significant source of this white granite that was used for buildings in White Rock and Cantargo. It's been closed for decades. Who would like to give me a survival check? Go ahead and give a survival check. Sure enough. There are wagon marks. This path has been frequently used. For being an abandoned quarry, you'd expect that there's like overturned growth on the path coming up from 10 years of neglect. It's not like that. You do know that there are like guardsmen that come through, but there's quite a bit of indentation from wagons that show a lot more traffic than just a typical guard coming once a month.
Okay. So it looks like the quarry is being used, of course. So point it out and follow the trail.
Okay. So you guys turn around this bend, coming down into the final descent to the quarry itself. Around the shoulder of the mountains, the path widens. At this, you do see when you come across this bend, a closer look at the quarry itself. There is like a makeshift like hut house, probably about 40-50 feet. It's covered by some of the mountain ranges. It's sort of embedded into the side of the mountain on the side, off the path. As you expect, the guards would be living there. You do see maybe about 3 or 4 guards in front of the building itself, about 40 feet away, 50 feet away. Actually, five guards.
Okay, we passed them.
Coming up to getting closer to where the guards are, you see a path going to the west, down a slope as well, into the quarry. But you pass that and you go to the guards. You go past them, the guards don't move. In fact, their armor is being propped up. And within the armor are flies buzzing. It's maggots writhing through, falling out of the armor itself. They've been gorged upon. and sort of left there on the mountainside to sort of resemble upright guards. Now these bodies.
Normally, I would go get their dog tags or some sort of identification, but I ain't going anywhere near that. I've had too many worm that walks experiences.
Okay. Actually, I take it back with the maggots. These bodies are sort of weathered over. You see that the skin is like a reddish color as they've been sort of sitting in the sun for multiple days. And with this cold wind coming from the mountaintops itself, sort of preserving them, but mummifying them to somewhat of effect. If you want to make a medicine check, you could try to ascertain how old these are, but these are more than 2 or 3 days easily. Nothing like the body you saw earlier.
I mean, if they're festering, they're probably at a week minimum.
I sort of recanted that festering part, now thinking of how long they've been there. But Boaz, you think that they've been here weeks on end, multiple weeks. How they died, the bodies have been stuffed back into the armor itself, and you see these stakes, maybe 10 foot, driven into the ground, into the ground itself, in between the rocks, sort of supporting them like a scarecrow. They've been lashed to these stakes to sort of resemble them upright, ever so forever.
It's another use I could use my pole for.
Knocking them over or propping them up?
Propping them up.
There's no sixth body. There's only 5.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do?
We're gonna freak out about this and remember our mission, and then forget about this and continue on.
Okay.
Just more and more reasons everyone in the Scarlet Triad's gonna die.
You guys dip into the core itself. You see this sort of layer upon layer of tilled earth going down in a spiral to the bottom of the quarry. You don't see any guards. Looking around, you don't see anything. It's becoming more of like the dusk evening time at this point, ascending the mountain. Long shadows are erupting across this quarry itself, being hidden by the actual mountain itself. There are no lights coming from the quarry. You look at the very bottom. There's a single like cavern that goes into the rock where they tried to dig further to get more of the rock underneath.
Any carriages outside?
Since this is abandoned, you do see a few wagons that were used for loading, but they've been not used in over 10 years. So the wood itself is rotten. The actual wagon wheels themselves have collapsed upon itself. So you see about 2 wagons that used to haul heavy granite blocks.
Okay, so they either teleported everyone here or they walked everyone here. Or this isn't the correct one. Because there's also no horses. They wouldn't take the horses inside.
The guards or the people that used to work here?
No, the quarry. Because the guards are right before the quarry, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or are you saying we are still at the guards?
No,
they're all dead.
The guards are all dead. You go past that. There's a descent into the quarry itself with this lone shaft going into the mountainside, but there's nothing else. You see a few wagons that were used maybe 10 plus years ago, but those are all broken down. You don't see any horses. Yeah, maybe they were chased off. You're not sure. But you figure that the guards would have livestock. If you look around, maybe there are provisions within the hut itself, but you guys haven't looked into that.
We don't need their provisions. They've either been raided or they're spoiled.
Mm-hmm. You do like there are wagon tracks, like I said earlier. If does someone want to give a survival? Okay. The before the guards, there was this offshoot of a road going to the I forget which way, west I guess it was. But there's a road that split off before the guard hut itself. The wagons you see, the wagon wheels went more on that path, that western path before the guardhouse.
Do we see an entrance to this quarry or not?
At the bottom of the quarry, there's this cavern shaft. You can't see. It's semi big, but you can't see. It's pretty dark down there. You can't see the bottom. There is a cave in the quarry itself. Yes.
Okay. Find somewhere to leash the mounts to, leave them plenty of food,
Okay.
and descend.
Okay.
This is probably the wrong one.
So you guys.
Well, no, it's probably the right one because we have dead guards.
Near the hut itself is a place to tie up the horses and your ox. They start nibbling at some of the sparse vegetation in the mountain itself. Descending the quarry, you get to will take about 30-40 minutes because it goes around about on the spiral way down. At the bottom of the quarry, it's a pretty big quarry, maybe about a football field in diameter itself. You get to the very bottom. There is a cavern with a pretty good size, maybe 10-foot hole in the earth going into the mountainside itself. There are no lights on the outside of this cave.
Well,
And-
humans wouldn't need light on the outside of the cave.
Mm-hmm.
I enter.
Okay. You enter the tunnel itself. It gets a little narrow in some parts. It gets a little bigger as you traverse into the cavern itself. It descends, pretty regularly on a downward trend. Around, it juts left and right. In the tunnel itself, there are reinforced wood pylons and buttresses to keep the shaft from collapsing upon itself as you're entering the mountain from the quarry. Around the shoulder of a looming mountain. I already read you that part. Let me see. You squeeze in through some of the walls going down, and you see that there's flickering of light, not maybe 100 feet ahead. You see, with the dim light that some of you guys have, you see a luminescent glow in the cavern. It seems to open up maybe 100 foot ahead.
Okay. Weapons out. Stealth start.
Mm-hmm.
Crawl forward.
Okay. You guys.
What are we hearing?
Mm-hmm. You want to listen?
Yes.
You do hear some type of low murmuring, talking, murmuring, noise, vocal noise, audible. Can't take out the words from this distance. It's echoing from the chamber itself side, but you do hear something up north where the lights are, where it's lit, about 100 feet ahead of you.
Go up north.
Okay. I will bring you to the map. I'm gonna put you right around here. coming up to the cusp of the. I think I need you guys all over here. And this is not a big map, so have fun with that. And, okay, I just put you randomly wherever.
I'm
let me
still
go.
on.
Let me go on the
I
map
still
here.
see world map.
Okay. I had to put you at the cusp of the map because it's not that big. You do see a lit entrance. Actually, I didn't even put walls on this, so have fun. The walls itself in this cavern is about 15 feet high, so a bit tall. You guys are easily able to fit through here. It opens up into this huge chasm. These are stone chiseled, worked. It's been worked over by masonry men. So it's not like this is a natural cavern at all. This has been worked on. This is where they pulled the rocks out of the quarry, from the quarry and into the mountain. They've excavated to find more pockets of the white stone. At this point where you are, you do hear noise of moaning and pain coming from the north itself.
Keep going till we can see something.
Okay. You do see these two. There seems to be like this light coming from the left hand side, and there's a torch up ahead. Underneath the torch, you see this kind of bear-like form, wisping with shadows emanating off of it, sort of tendrils of shadows coming off of it. It spots you. Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Our stealthing was awful.
Go ahead and roll. Were you stealthing? You can roll that and use that as your initiative if you like. Go ahead. Someone want to roll a stealth roll? Okay. I will use that. Wait, that's a survival check. Oh no, sorry, stealth check. Okay. That was a great roll. I'm gonna put you all there. I'm gonna roll your initiative, but I'm gonna lower everyone accordingly. So you guys, he got a 37, but you guys pretty much all. I put you in the same block. Let me see. And okay. Okay. That comes up. This one right here. As you guys come up, the bear starts sniffing the air intently, trying to pinpoint what smells it's coming across. Razmi, it's your turn. So the bear hasn't noticed you yet, but it's catching wind of something.
Okay. I think what I would like to do is spend 3 actions to put a snare here. Actually, is it? No, it's too big.
Bigger trap, the better.
The problem is that Fenwick is standing here.
I'll reposition you.
Okay, I wait until after Kuba.
Okay.
I can't select my character.
What? What's going on with you guys? Let me see. So you can't
hang
select
on. Hang on. I didn't. I was on draw still.
Ah.
Okay.
Hopefully you can drag yourself.
I step there.
Okay.
And do you want to be in front of Fenwick or in front of me?
In front of Fenwick.
Okay. Go ahead and
And
move
I
in
put
front of
him here.
Fenwick. Yep. Yep.
And then I aid his defense.
Okay. Okay. You keep your hand on him, just in case. And that's the end of your turn. It's going to be
Trying to figure out how I do
Rasmus.
that. I know you can. I just don't know how.
Then I am going to put out. Let's see if I can actually do a thing. Is it possible for me to do this? Doesn't look like it. If I craft it, does it put it over here? Doesn't look like it. So I'm not seeing a way for me to just like drag it. Drag
What's in
the
your
snare.
inventory?
It's not in my inventory because it's in my, or it's part of the crafting tab.
Yeah. So after you used to have a bunch of items here in your crafting tab. Let me see. Oh, wait, sorry, crafting. Badger snare. You hit the craft button, and the badger snare should go into your inventory.
I don't see it in my inventory.
Okay. It should go under consumables. That's what's weird. Let me try. Expend formula. Try that one. No, that just toggles it. Let me try. Huh. I played around with this earlier, and I was able to get it going, but let me see. Add this formula to the craft. So let's do badger snare craft. That goes. Oh, okay. So use it from the known formulas instead of the snare crafters, maybe, and then yeah, it's in your consumables now. Okay, but you can also draw on the ground. Either way. If we put this here, but what can we do with it?
It says I lack permission to create the tile.
Oh, geez. Okay, the BB sounds good. Badger, burning badger gut snare right there.
Yep,
and it's a 10 by 10.
It takes up those 10, those 4 squares.
Okay, I will draw. Okay,
That's the actual name of the snare.
The burning badger gut snare. Yeah.
Okay. You huck that out there. How many actions is that?
It takes 3.
Okay.
That's why I needed Kuba to reposition me.
Ah, I see. You finish putting it up. You sulk into the wall, trying to get out of vision. The bear's onto you. He smells something. Boaz, your turn.
Yeah, he smells badger guts.
Boaz.
Sorry, I was on mute.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Move there. Oh,
Into the trap?
oh, oops, sorry, not in the trap. Where's it? Where? I can't see it.
You can't see the red squares?
I gotta
I
restart.
can see the red square. I just can't see.
Okay.
Okay. I will go ahead and cast the tree, please.
Okay. I'll give you a tree.
There.
Okay.
Oh, and then I guess. You know, I didn't do a tree yet. I apologize. I need to do my aura. So
Okay.
that's the herbs. Okay, that's it.
Okay. I will remove said tree. So you put your aura up and drifting pollen?
Yeah, and we don't see
And
the,
then-
we can't see it yet, right? I don't see it.
You hear something sniffing to the north, depending on your vision. But you hear something growling
Okay.
up ahead. Okay.
That's it then.
Finwick, it's your turn.
I'm gonna charge up.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. You wait. The bear starts sniffing.
Hey, bear!
you start yelling. It starts charging. One move action to here.
Ooh, that's big.
Well, he triggers the snare.
Okay.
And saving throw, please.
Okay. Fort save.
Yeah, it's a fort save, although the DC is higher than what it says in the
so
thing.
24. It is sickened. We'll do the his thing first, which is sickened and dazzled.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and then go ahead and call me out. What happens with the badger bear? What's the fort save on that?
He needs to give me a fortitude save. The DC is, I think it's 30 now. Yeah, it's 30.
Okay, he rolls a. He fails.
Okay, so on a failure, he takes full damage. Where's the full damage? 5d8 fire.
5d8 fire. Okay.
He's going to take 23 fire damage. He has 2d8 persistent fire damage.
Okay. 2d8 fire persistent.
And he is sickened 1.
He's already sickened, but okay. He starts groaning. That was one move action.
Does sickened stack?
No.
No.
He starts groaning, and he is going to go after Boaz. Actually, yeah, he'll go at you with a claw attack.
Okay.
That is a miss. And a second claw attack.
Oh, of course.
That is. Oh, he did not. He started retching, and his claw goes wide. You got
Nice.
lucky. That's the end of his turn. That is. Oops. The bear is. I don't know why I did that. Oh. It's because he took damage. Roll recovery check for the bear. It doesn't damage him? I guess not. Or maybe it did. Oops, let me take that back. Okay, he took damage and he's going to roll the recovery check, and that is a success. So he is no longer the fire. He rolls and he pushes himself against the wall. The fire that was on him just toughs out. Yep, he took 7 points of damage from that. I'm gonna go there. And he is going to. Let's see. He's gonna. You hear some shuffling in the distant cave. Something's moving. Something is moving in the cage itself. In the cave itself, you hear a rattling coming through in the cavern walls itself. Let me see if this works. That is a hit to who's it gonna be? Let me see who it hits. I didn't do that earlier. Boaz. You hear this chain rattles. Awesome. This big spearhead hits you in the chest. You're looking. It's this ebony dark chain. The actual iron on it is huge. Maybe like 6 foot in diameter. Is this spearhead shaft? As it hits you, it does.
I don't see the attack.
Yeah. It did 30 points of damage. Let me.
Damn.
And I need you to roll a fort save.
The other thing?
It didn't come up.
Nope.
Oh man. Oh, here, let me show it.
All that stuff's invisible to me for some reason.
Yep.
Or this.
It's because the creature's invisible to us.
Yeah.
We can't see what it does.
That is a success. You feel like your will was trying to get pulled by the spear. He retracts the spear itself. It goes out as light into the darkness. The spear disappears. Kuba, it's your turn.
I'm going to reposition Razmi behind us,
Okay.
whichever square he wants to be in.
Is he willing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you move, so that's 2 actions?
Yep.
Okay.
And then I will flurry of blows this fucking bear.
Okay.
First one will be the snagging strike.
Is a critical hit.
So he's now off guard.
Okay.
And make a fortitude save.
Okay. That is a failure. Barely. The sickening feeling is as he is what? Slowed?
Slowed 1.
Okay. Oh, this bear is not having a good time. Okay.
Second flurry. Well,
Has
he's
a-
easy to hit.
Yeah, he is.
He's grappled now, right?
Now he's grappled.
Okay, 27 points of damage, and he is grappled.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
You do 2d12? Oh, that's right.
I'm
Oh,
holding its mouth open for Razmi to shoot an arrow in. Do it!
I make the bear my hunted target. Then I will attack it.
Get the
For
plus
some
2.
reason, for some reason, it is no longer registering my arrows as being on my weapon.
Let me see, what's this called? Reload. Let me see if there was a...
I shouldn't have to reload because it's a bow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me see your inventory real quick.
Like I have 20 arrows. It's just
It's not worn. Maybe that's it. Or maybe it's... No, it needs to be worn, which it is. Oh, let's go to your attacks and then no ammo. Drop down on your attacks where the action bar is. Or sorry, the action tab. There's a drop down that says no ammo, so just... yeah.
okay. There we go.
When I upgraded, I think it resets some things. That's why you're seeing some weird anomalies. That is a hit. Okay, 23 points of damage.
Nope.
Oh, and a 1.
That's it from me.
Okay, Boaz.
Okay. I go ahead and summon Jeopardy.
Okay. Let me get that. Where'd he go? I put him somewhere. Oh, here he is. Okay. Where do you want to put him?
I'll put him right here.
Okay.
And I go back this way.
Okay.
And that's all 3 actions.
Okay, the bear is gonna... He's gonna... He's gonna spend an action trying to get rid of the sickening condition.
Okay.
Which is going to be...
Fort saves.
Yeah. Fortitude save.
Am I after the bear?
Oh,
How do you
sorry,
move?
Finwick, it's your turn. My bad. But he still failed that. So, go on.
I'm over here.
Okay, you advance up. You've been charged.
I'm gonna try spell strike.
Okay.
Can I
What
do
spell?
it with a spell?
Yeah. What spell are you going to expend?
Can I use my muse?
Yeah, I believe you can. He's gonna use disintegrate on a spell strike. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This is gonna
that's not
hurt.
good.
That's not good at all. Okay, roll your rapier damage. And double.
Should I click critical?
Yeah, click on critical.
Critical.
This is 28 to the bear from the rapier. Now go ahead and double click your spell. And yeah, go ahead. You don't have to roll attack. It was part of this thing. So just roll damage. And I'm going to double that.
Jeez.
That's 128.
Nice.
Wow.
There is nothing left of the bear. The bear has been reduced to. Oh, look, it does turn to ash. Isn't that sweet? You just see this mound of soot. Shadows emanate from out of it, just trying to conform, but then just get sucked back into this ashy pit. That is 2 actions. You have one more action.
Nice intro.
Oh wait, no, he moved.
I moved.
Fenwick, don't
Yeah.
ever get mind controlled.
Yep. You see, you hear this growl roar coming from the cave. The cave quiets down. There was a little murmuring of voices that you heard earlier, cries of scream, but also after that roar, everything just becomes quiet. And it is going to. It's going to pick Kuba. Let's see. I'm going to target you. It is going to attack you. Once again, you hear the rattling of the chain as it comes out of the shadow. It is going to attack you.
Deny advantage, not off guard.
It's a critical hit.
Shut up.
Wait. 13. Even with the cover that you do. Well, no, you don't have cover anymore because the bear's gone. Yeah, it's still a critical hit. That is 52 to you.
No, actually, you only take 2 points of damage.
Actually, 2 points of damage.
Jeffrey shields you and dies.
Okay. I need you to roll will save, Kuba.
Wait, my temporary. Wait, no, I'm raging. What type of damage is this?
It's a will save. Oh well, the initial wound was
Bludgeoning.
Yeah, or sorry, slashing. I hit the wrong die.
I take nothing.
Okay. But there's still a rider on this.
No damage happens, no rider happens.
Nope. If this hits, not if it does damage.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Give me the will save thingy.
Yeah, sure. You don't see it? Let me.
Don't.
Okay, there he goes.
I'll select the token. Now do it.
That is a failure. You hear a. Does he even speak common? What does he speak? Anyways, you hear, "Get over here!" As you get pulled into the darkness. Well, it's dim lit. You see Kuba, the visitor's Kuba. He suddenly appears not much more than 30 feet away from where he was, down the cavern, around these holes in the ground. You see him just move, actually, more towards here. Okay. And with that, yeah, you hear "Get over here." He is going to
Okay.
attack you one more time. That is a minus. That is a hit, barely, doing slashing damage to you of 32.
Okay, I'll just minus.
See if it-
37, so I'm taking 25, so I actually take only 10 damage.
See what okay, you could calculate it. That's fine. I wonder if
Well,
the
I have
system
to
would.
because I don't see your damage.
Oh, here, let me reveal him now that you're in the. Let me reveal him now that you're right next to him.
How did we not see that?
He's in dark light. From the dim light ends right here, and so he's in the darkness. And he was stealthing earlier. What you see in front of you is this sort of muted grays all along him. A giant man. He stands easily 12, 15 feet high. This rattling chain is entwined around his wrist with the spearhead. This is what he's reaching enormously far, from what you reckon over 50 feet, to grab you. And by the sheer will, he pulled you right next to him. You're standing right adjacent to him right now. Okay. That's his turn. And it's yours. Can you even see him? Oh, you do have dark vision. Never mind. Yeah, you see him. You look around him, and his form is ever changing, ever shifting slightly. These shadows are wisping out of him, but his temporal form seems to be nebulous.
Really weird how you keep making every monster look bigger than they actually are.
Well, to sort of emphasize reach, so the actual physical square, if you mouse over him, shows you his physical square, which you need to be adjacent to.
He's large, and he's on top of the cage.
He's next to the cage. His feet are around it. He's not stepping on the cage because he'd weigh too much. Well, I guess he does occupy that space, but
And there are people in the cage.
If you want to take a look real quick, you look down. There are people in the cage, jam-packed, standing shoulder to shoulder, crying out. But then they're starting to muffle, and they're starting to wince as this huge foot is around the cage itself. They're looking up his crotch.
Okay. I will do the usual. Try and make him off guard.
Okay, that is hit.
So hit past the concealment.
Yep.
Now off guard.
28 points of damage and off guard. Okay, got the off guard and 28.
Did bludgeoning do full?
It looks like it connected, and you see him like almost
No,
shift.
that's jaws. That's piercing.
Yeah, it's it went through.
Okay.
You see him shift back, recoil in the pain. He just roars out. Yeah, you connected hard.
Now I try and grapple him with a grabbing strike.
That's a miss.
Yes.
You grab onto his thick hide, his ankle even, but it just slips out.
The F is my shield.
Probably because I like what? What do you mean?
Like, I'm not able to raise my shield. It's not here anymore.
I don't even see a shield. I wonder why. Oh,
I mean, I have.
No, there it is.
Yeah, I can do the ability, but it's not equipped as if it's a weapon anymore.
It's held. Let me try that ability.
Oh no, that's repair. Whatever, I'm not attacking with it as long as I know where the raise shield button is.
Okay. But you raised your shield?
Yeah, and that's me.
Raise a shield. Let me see.
Alright, there we go.
Okay. Okay. That's it for your turn. It is Razmi's.
Okay, I walk up here. I change my hunted target to him. I realize that I actually could not do my second shot last round.
Yeah, that's fine.
It just means that I didn't use an arrow. But I will do my 2-action shot against this guy.
That is a hit. But oh no, you made the flat check.
Yes.
Oh, the flat check.
Oh.
Oh. He has to meet or beat. So yeah, he made it.
Oh, okay.
So shot number 1 for 20 damage. Second shot
Is a hit as well. Yep.
for 7.
points. Okay.
That is it.
They go through some of the weaker parts of his armor, and it is Fenwick's turn. You just disintegrated the bear.
Wait, is it
Pile
my
of
turn?
ash. Actually, yes, Boaz. I don't know why I thought Fenwick.
Okay. I go ahead and where would I go? Oh! What's going on here? Sorry, that was not.
Hi.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so trying to find 25.
Go ahead and hit the space bar because you're going through the cavern wall.
Oh, okay.
So go right where the bear was. Yeah, hit space and then. Yeah, you could. Yeah, that's good.
Spacebar doesn't.
Oh, is it? Oh, I forget. Right click me? I forget. Yeah, but anyways, go ahead and move.
Can you move the disintegration thing? I'm stuck now. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Alright. If he's my realm, can you have him do saving throw, please?
He is. Yes, he is. So go and do a fort save. That's a
Burn!
pass.
Alright, and I summon Jeff.
Move. Okay, the thing's already up. Okay, let me go ahead and restore him.
Yeah, okay. Alright, that's it.
He is now going to be Mr. Fenwick's turn.
Still can't see how far I'm going.
The giant is past small finger, right around here.
How far is 30 though? I can only walk so far.
30 is
6 squares.
right here. This is 30 next to Boaz.
Oh, okay, so that's one move action.
Uh-huh. And then another 20 would get you to where right adjacent to him. So you can move as like one square at a time to sort of see where he is and see where you want to end up. Okay, you're almost adjacent. You're 10 feet away from him.
See.
Cause he's in darkness right now. He is not within the light. If you move one over, you should be able to see something of him. What do you have for vision?
Nothing. It's like 2 circles and that's it.
Somebody needs to cast light.
Yeah, you can't see anything. You don't have any dark vision or anything. Gnomes don't have dark vision or low light.
I have low light vision.
Certain kinds of gnomes get dark vision.
What's low light vision? I have that.
Oh, you do have low light vision. How come it's not on your sheet? Should be under. I don't know where it goes. Anyways, we'll figure it out. Let me go and put the light up in this room then, if I can, and we'll see if that. There we go. Are you able to see him now?
It's under feats. It goes in ancestry features.
Ancestry. Browse. Oh.
But
Is it not
he has
called
it
low light?
as a gnome. He should have it. It's not like a
Well,
feat. He
a lot
needs
of
to take.
things reset when we over the weekend.
Yeah, I updated the system, so unfortunately, where? Oh, here it is. It does say low light vision under your perception.
Oh yeah.
Oh, well.
I see it.
guess you from where you are right now.
Let me move around.
Yeah.
I'm in the darkness and I cannot. It doesn't
Okay,
even
let me
illuminate.
turn the darkness up, or turn the darkness down. Stinking darkness. Can you see him now?
Nope.
Maybe hit F5. Does anyone else have this problem, or are you able to see a lit screen now?
I'll hit F5 because I still can't see my steps either.
How about now?
There's no light, but I can see everything.
Ah, there we go.
Okay, I dragged a light source.
Okay. Now,
But I can see it.
Jeffrey or Joseph or whatever we fucking name that tree is green.
Forgot where I was when I started stepping.
You're near Boaz. So this is where you started your second move action. But you can move anywhere, like close to him if you want. You have enough reach for one action.
Or be next to Jeffrey, in case you get attacked.
Oh,
Or there.
too late. Yeah.
Up to you. You have done your third action, so
Yeah,
you can
third
move.
action's gonna be a strike.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. That is a failure. You hit him right where he was, but he suddenly shifts. Huh?
I was wondering why I rolled 2 dice.
Because he is
Yeah,
ever so
he's got it.
changing. Mhm.
Okay.
Next up is...
So it didn't hit him?
It did not hit him. It went right through him where he was. He is going to take a reactive... he already moved. And it's already his turn. Okay.
Gotta be quicker than that.
I gotta be quicker than that. Yes, you are right. He's he is going to attack. Let me see. Picking. Well, no, he would have seen something earlier. He's gonna attack Finwick because he already saw your tree take the blow away from when he hit Kuba earlier. So he is not gonna go near that tree.
Smart.
That is a miss by 1. And his chain extends out and he sweeps around. He's gonna slam the chain down at you. Second attack, which is a miss as well. He starts grunting and he starts moving this way as a move action. That's the end of his turn. Yep.
Delay
is
because I'm trying
Kuba.
to. Or boundaries loading.
Okay. We'll get back to you. Razmi, do you want to go in the meantime? But he'll stay in the same spot.
Okay.
50 foot away.
He is still within my 60-foot reach, so I will do a 2-action shot.
Okay. Yep, definitely within range. That is a hit. And 15 points of damage.
And then I'll do a single-action 2-shot.
Okay. That is a hit as well. 11 points. Or sorry. What was that last one?
It misses because of the concealed.
Okay.
Unfortunate, but I get 3 attacks in a round.
Okay. Yeah, he
It's
got
just I
damaged by 2 of
do
them.
I do 1 attack for 2 actions, and it gives me a +2 to hit, and then I get 2 attacks for 1 action if I'm attacking my hunted target.
Okay. Those both they lodge into him. He pulls them out, pissed off.
A shame that last one missed. It would have been a crit.
Yeah, that would have been tragic. Your crits are deadly.
I'm in.
Okay, let's go back to Kuba.
Alright, so he moved or he teleported?
He moved.
Shit. I would have attacked him.
I'll let you do that since Foundry was loading while that was happening. If you want to take a swipe at him while he's moving.
No swipe-o.
That is a crit.
Nice.
Mischance. Roll
Yeah, so roll 1d20.
D20.
1 through 4 is a miss. Succeeds. Actually, was he? No, he wasn't grabbed. He was just off guard.
Right. Fight the big toe.
Okay. And he needs to roll a fort. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. That is a
You're fine.
success. Let's see. Is he off guard anymore?
And I would walk up. He's gonna get an AO if he's got reach.
He is, but in the meantime, is he still off guard?
No, the off guard goes away at the beginning of my turn.
Okay, so let me remove that. And he's gonna take a swab at you with. He doesn't hit you with a spear. He hits you with his fist. It slams down at you, doing a hit, doing 39 points of damage.
Andy, did you skip me again?
No,
No, I delayed.
Oh.
sort of delayed because his foundry is loading.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it friggin' wigged out on me, and then when I reset, okay, now everything's in color.
Ah, okay. So you moved up. You got swapped in the noggin.
Yeah, so I move up.
Ears are ringing.
Target. Lightning strike.
That is a 29. To him is a miss.
Not okay. Then I'm going to. Where are you? Renew vigor.
Okay. So now it is Boaz's turn.
Okay, so I will. Like I'm gonna play Akmal here. Move up.
Hell, did they update renew vigor?
Maybe.
Can you do saving throw again? For this.
Yep. That's a success.
Okay. And then I'll go ahead and move Jeffrey over.
You cast a new one. Yeah.
Yep, that's a new one.
Okay.
And then
Not there. That's the cage. There's no place for it to purchase on. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, they did buff it. Damn, barbarians are tanky.
And then where's my dog?
Is this a free or is this a command?
Free.
Okay.
And we lost that ability to.
So
How
what's
big
the-
are the cages?
They're about 5 feet wide.
They're tall. Okay, they're elevated, right? So.
No, they are not. They are sunken into the ground. So ground level is the actual cage itself, what you're stepping on.
Okay.
So these are not raised; they're submerged, dug holes with people in them. Okay. So what ability is missing, or what's missing from you guys? Just so I can figure out.
What I mean.
What was that, Miles?
What do you mean by what's missing?
Like when you're dragging, do you not see where you're going, or what?
Oh,
what's...
the distance.
It's not measuring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Huh? It is for me. I wonder why.
Yeah, we see yours.
Yeah, we see yours.
Interesting.
Too.
I'll have to figure that out. Okay, that's fine. So that's all your actions?
Yep.
Okay, Finwick, you're right next to this beast.
Sure am. I'm gonna charge and spell strike with Belgian Claw.
Okay. Should have used a disintegrate on this guy. No, actually, his fort's a bit better.
Yep.
That is a gouging claw, which is a hit. Wow, you rolled a 40. 14 points of damage to him, plus the gouging claw. He staggers back as the gouging claw hits his thigh. Actually, you're a little shorter than that. Probably his calf. Doing...
Oh, that's a lot of ones.
Oh, it does persistent damage now? Nice. 7 bleed. Okay. And then your third action?
I had to charge.
Okay. So he is going to take a step back. This is a step. And he is going to smash at the only thing in his range, which is Kuba. With his, well, actually, no, he hits you, natural 20,
Put a tree
with
in
a
front of
spy
me.
change.
He
Put a
is
tree in front of me.
engulfed.
Yep.
They
That's
take
six-
12.
Yep.
I take 12 damage to my temporary. Because I buffed it. Ugh. Instead of getting 8 temporary hit points, now I get 15 every time I do it.
Oh, nice.
And he swings again with his chain. It rattles as it whizzes above your head, cleaving through this tree. The tree gets split in two, breaks apart. He seems happy about that. I don't know why. And Kuba, it's your turn. He gets 7 points of persistent damage. Let me roll the recovery from... That's a fail. From the gouging claw. Okay.
Clinging strike. I'm a bite his big toe.
Big toe it is. Toe jam. That is a miss.
Okay. Then I'm going to reapply renewed vigor.
You hunch down. He swiftly moves his foot away, going, not this time. As he's Okay.
Can't
Renewed
back
vigor.
up anymore, can ya?
Nope.
Nowhere to run, little guy.
Okay. It is Razmi's turn.
Okay, we are. Are we still within range?
He is. So if you mouse over him, it should show on the pop-up. It should show the distance away, the very bottom one.
Okay, yeah, we're still in
55.
range. So I will do my 2-action shot.
Ooh, that is a crit. This is gonna hurt people.
It's especially bad when the crit is the first hit, because then I also get the extra like 2d8s that I get from my first hit,
Nice.
Oh, jeez, Louise.
and then I'll do my 1-action 2 shots.
That is a miss. And a miss.
Okay, that's it.
Boaz.
All right. Feel like we're playing a game here. Summon Jeffrey again.
Okay.
Ready?
I filled him up.
There. And then I go ahead and move here.
Okay.
Saving throw, please.
Yep. That is a 34.
It's a save.
Yep, it's a success.
And doggy moves up here.
From where?
From here.
Okay, he is going to take a attack of opportunity on the dog.
All right.
He is going to strike him with that is a
Ooh.
critical hit, doing 66 points of damage to the dog.
All right. Jeffrey goes down.
Okay. That's fine. It's saving lives.
Yeah, it is. It surely is.
So 16 to the dog.
Minus 16.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. End of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Finwick comes up to you. The shadow giant keeps on moving around like balleting in the battlefield. Okay. Oh, he should have saved the attack of opportunity for Finwick. No, tree.
I'm gonna fireball.
You gonna fireball? Okay.
Oh. You're gonna hit us.
Wow, really?
Yes. This is the range of the fireball.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not a good idea.
Yeah, so you could put that spell back in you.
Fireball's the first thing you do before we all engage.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
AoE.
Still a good move. Still a good
Or
move.
it's something you do when we're up against like several creatures, and you just want to like hit a bunch of them.
Don't forget to put that spell back up so it's
Yeah,
available.
I'm trying to do
Okay.
that right now. Unless I want to lose some friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll live. I got a tree.
Not anymore.
Oh no, I guess the tree's dead, huh? Oh,
Yeah.
the tree changes colors now? Dead?
Well, manually. So what would you like to do?
Floating flame instead.
You just want to use all your new toys. Okay. 30 feet is a 5-foot square. Yep. Place 5-foot square. Right there, I guess. Where do you want the square?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. Right in front of you or behind him?
And is there a way? Is he backed up against the wall right now?
He is backed up against the wall behind him.
Then I want him to forward most.
Okay. So I will put him right. Why is it acting all weird? Here.
Oh, there.
Okay.
You go. It just takes up those whole space.
I don't. Oh, I'm on a vortex. I shouldn't be on a vertex.
Please.
Let me move it.
Here.
Yeah, there. Okay, there. Okay, it's in front of him. So what does this do? It is 3d6 to each in the square. Okay, I am going to roll a reflex save for him. That is a success. So go and hit the roll damage, and I'll do halves.
FC.
Okay. And then you need to sustain it the next turn in order to keep it going, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So that's the end of it. Your turn. He is going to walk over you.
Attack of opportunity.
Take it. That is a miss. Kuba, that is a hit. And can you roll a concealment check, Kuba? 1d20.
Why didn't it go off?
Oh, you didn't target him. That is
Oh,
success.
I could have swore it did.
Okay, and go ahead and roll damage for Kuba, your attack of opportunity. Okay. That is 32? That's pretty sizable. He's actually going to move, so he was here. Sorry, right here. He's going to move one move action, which is up to here. He does that, and then he whips his chain around, and he throws it right towards Finwick. As he is going to try to attack you. That is a... Oh, jeez. Really? That's it. That's all he does. He moves and tries to attack you. His chain was turning ethereal as it was being slung out. He was trying a special maneuver. It did not connect. Kuba.
Use my move action
You hear him
there,
go-
so he gets an AO.
Little green man, squash! As he is going to attack you with his chain. That is a... Oh my gosh. Forget this. Kill him. Please kill him. He deserves it.
I will. Mega blast!
The dust settles where his chain hit the ground. You hit him. Sorry, you missed.
Miss.
As you try to bite him. Ah, toe man. That is another
Missed
miss.
again.
That's the end of your turn.
I'm going to ray shield.
No, you moved and then you attacked
Flurry.
twice. Oh, flurry. Okay, gotcha. Razmi.
Okay, I will 2-action shoot him.
Okay, he's still 40 away from you, so that hits or misses him, but it's also concealed. The next one is a hit, and the last one is a miss. So 1 damage. Roll. Wow, nice. Okay,
That's it.
Boaz, it's your turn.
All right. On its last leg, not quite
He's
dead yet.
Looking pretty bad. He's still blurring in and out, but you see him just numerous wounds, arrowheads, bolts, slashes all around him.
Okay, let's try something more different. How far is it from me?
He's 40.
40 feet?
Mhm.
Okay, so I go back here. Go ahead and saving throw, please.
Okay. That is a
he failed.
success. Or sorry, fail. Yeah, you got him.
So second,
Okay.
and then I go ahead and throw a flying falcon at him.
Flying Falcon! Falcon Punch!
Well, does not have item. What? Okay, hold on. My shortcut got messed up.
Yeah, you might need to redrag any of the shortcuts back in the bar, because I updated your characters, but I didn't update your bars.
Okay. Alright. Save throw, please.
Okay, that is a reflex save for him. That is a success.
Okay. What is my damage?
So what is wait, what is flying? Oh, it's a reflex. Okay.
Yep. 12 points of damage.
Okay.
But he also I think he also has weakness.
Is
My
he...
fire.
Yeah, let's see what happens. He took more than was
So
that
do
12?
half and then see how much damage it does.
Yeah, it did 17.
Okay.
Yep, it calculated it.
Still alive?
Yep.
How frustrating. Woof woof. Alright,
Is that it?
that's it.
Okay. Finwick. He's gonna attack. Did he already do his AO?
Used it on me.
Yes,
Yeah.
he did. Green Man.
Doing my job.
Wow, I'm just gonna strike.
That is a hit.
Nice.
Oh, 40 on the roll. 15 points of damage. Is it enough, folks? It is enough. He collapses as a rapier pierces into his side, guts spilling out from numerous wounds. He tumbles this large mass. He's at least 8 feet on the ground, just lying down. We will end it there at the death of this giant, and we will continue from then on.
Any loot?
I will calculate that later because it's 12:50, and we'll go
Okay.
and do loot
All right.
later.
Good night.
Okay.
Thanks, dude.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Okay.